Biggest problem for business is the unpredictability in all of this, because a lot of them will plan to make sure that they've got the right stock in the shops and to make sure that all of their the right customers are coming in and out and they're seeing the right stuff. And I'm joined here by Richard Dodd, who's from the British Retail Consortium. Richard, good morning to you. Just explain to us why it impacts business so much.
Well, because there will be some retailers in particular locations who'll benefit because they'll be getting more visitors, say, in seaside resorts than they would have expected. But generally, what retailers want is weather that's appropriate for the season. So this weather that we're having now would have been absolutely fantastic in July and August because it would have got people out buying the salads and the summer fashions and so on. It's a lot less good now because, of course, the retailers have moved on. The food retailers have got things like, you know, roasting joints and soups in stock, and the winter clothing is in the clothing stores, and customers are not necessarily going to want to buy that now.
But we didn't have a great summer, did we? So is this not a great chance for the shops to flog all that stuff that they didn't get to sell when it wasn't so great in the weather? Well,
as you say, it's about the planning. So, of course, it's difficult for retailers to change very suddenly. Actually, the retailers on the whole invest in tailored forecasting services and this kind of thing. But still, this sunny weather we're getting now, I think, is pretty much unexpected. And if you're a food retailer, you can work with your suppliers and you can change to some extent what you've got in stock to suit the weather, and you can get in things like the barbecue buns and, you know, the barbecue meats and so on. But if you're a fashion retailer, you really haven't got a massive summer clothes upstairs that you can suddenly bring down and put there in place of the woolly coats, woolly jumpers and heavy coats and things.
Yeah. Now, according to our weather guru, Carol, this next week, things are probably going to go back to normal again. It's not a massive time to really hit the shops, though, is it? Surely they'll be all right just for a week.
I think what will happen this weekend is that some people will be tempted out to go shopping who wouldn't have been if we'd had really bad weather this weekend. But equally, of course, some people will be tempted to, to go to the seaside, to go to the countryside, that kind of thing, and they will perhaps be lost to the shops. So it's difficult to work out exactly what the balance will be. But on the whole, retailers now would really rather be seeing a nice, decisive start to the winter season with some cold weather. And I think most of them will be hoping that that comes reasonably soon.
They just don't like unpredictability, do they? Thanks very much. That's Richard Dodd there from the British Retail Consortium, and that's it from me.